again today with another video, and this one is my 2016 favorite books. No specific order. I'm just gonna go through the books that I felt like held some kind of meaning for me. So without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into it. First one, Far, Far Away by Tom McNeill. I actually listened to this book in the car, and I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much as if I read it, but listening to it, I loved it. I think the guy who narrates the story just made it so perfect. It was a very soothing voice. If you get a chance, I have read the book, but I listened to it first. So listening to it first is what gave me the first impression and all the feels. So if you get a chance, listen to it before you read it, because I think that's the best way to go about this particular book. Next up, Stolen by Lucy Christopher. This book, for such a short book, so much happens in it, and it's about a girl who gets kidnapped from a guy who's actually been watching her for years, which is creepy as, yeah. So he kidnaps her and takes her all the way across the world to Australia, to this abandoned place like in the middle of the desert. He's in love with her, and she kind of starts to get feelings for him, but you don't really know if it's Stockholm's or if it's actually real. Something that's left to the reader to decide for themselves, but if you get a chance, read it. Also another really good book. Next up, this one I just read, Vengence Road. And I have said so many times I don't like westerns, but this one was kind of pushed onto me. I read it and I loved it. You know, sometimes you don't really know until you try it. This one was so good. I loved all the characters. Kate, who plays a boy, has to go out into the world and rough it as if she were a boy, and she meets these two young boys and they become really good friends in like a weird kind of way, and they have a treasure map and they're going looking for these people who killed her father, but along the way they're learning a lot about themselves, and it's just such a well-written, good book. I mean, it's a fun book. Not like a life-altering book, but again, really good book. On my top list. Read it. Bird Box by Josh Malerman. I just recently did a book review on that. I'll leave the link down below. This is a fantastic book. Guys, I gave this one a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I think I even said mind-blowing. It is so good. Even now, after I've read it, time has passed. It is still such a really good book in my mind. It's about the world ending, and this girl who is pregnant has to find a way to survive without using her eyes in the outside world. So she's cooped up in this house with these other strangers, and some really serious shit goes down, and she has to leave that house also after just giving birth. I mean, just so much stuff happens in this book. Read it. That's all I can say. It's just read it. And My Lady Jane, you guys, this book I passed up in Books A Million so many times. I don't know why. Maybe the cover just didn't speak to me. I don't know. But one day I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try, and I'm so freaking glad I did. These three authors, Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows, worked together and created this masterpiece. It is so good. They took history and altered it and just made it better, I guess. Where there's like these people who have spirit animals, and they can turn into that animal, and this Jane is thrust into a marriage she doesn't want to be in, and her husband is a horse all day long until the sun goes down, and they have to make things work between the two of them. And she finds out that she can also do some things, and it's just one of those, but you have to read it to understand what I'm talking about, because these authors also make it funny and whimsical, and it's such a fun read. I blew through this book. It is such an easy read, so let me know if you like it as much as I did. It's one of my top books, obviously. The last 4 books are technically 2 books. A Court of Thorn and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. I read these back to back. Like, I read this one and then went straight to the sequel, and then read Six of Crows and then went straight to Crooked Kingdom. And I couldn't imagine doing it any other way, and I'm so pissed that I went ahead and read these 2, because now I have to wait for the 3rd one. These books put you in a world you don't want to leave. Like, I am so eager to find out what happens next. You believe that Feyre, our main character, has to be with this one person, and you just believe wholeheartedly that things are gonna work out. Oh, he's such a great guy. Like, I was crushing on him so hard. And then this book comes along, and some things happen, and now this other person is introduced in a whole other way, and it's like everything gets twisted around. But Sarah J. Maas does it in such a way that I don't even know how she does it, how she's able to keep all these people together and make it flow, make it work. But she does, and I freaking love her for it, and I can't wait until the next book. And then there comes Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Oh my god, such good books. I read these back to back from each other, and I think I read them in 2 days. Maybe 3, I can't really remember, but I remember just my nose in a book the entire time. I was in the kitchen cooking, and I'm flipping pages as I'm cooking. It was so good. I am forever in love with Casper and Jazz. I wouldn't kick either one out of the bed. I wish they were real people. If they were real people, they would have no interest in me. Whatever. That's why fictional boyfriends are better, because you can do whatever you want with them. So those are my top books for 2016. It's been a great reading year, but 2017 has some really good books coming out that I cannot wait for. So that's it for this video. I think I have thoroughly bored you for long enough, and until next time, bye guys.